Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because like I don't. By the way, I'm gonna share the stream now. Go spam their chat and tell all their chat to come here. I just think it would be funny. So, mind you, if you have 5,000 subs, when I had 5,000 subs, I just don't have a lot of sympathy for these people. Like, if I was the girl and I had 500 views a video and a big YouTuber with 2 million subscribers said to think of a better topic, I would just think of a better topic. And that's kind of how white people, like, I would say we're very opportunity driven. We make the most of the opportunities we're given. I would say that's normal in white culture. The boss says jump, you say how high. They say work 80 hours a week. I guess that's what I'm doing this week. And I just don't get that level of like work ethic. Anyway, so this YouTuber, I went on a show before and I kind of had the same moderation issues where he would just have one guy take over the whole panel that wasn't even famous. And there was like way bigger people on. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, and it would be one thing if the person was making coherent points, but they weren't. So anyways, he comes to me and he says, hey, we can have you on a panel. And I'm like, hey, I'll come back on the show. Why not? And maybe this could be a weekly thing. And I said, I think a good topic. I don't want to misquote. So I'll go through the DMs. No, I'm not showing any. I want to summarize. I want to make sure I'm not misquoting or missummarizing. Oh, he invited me on a live. I asked the topic. I said, I can't do this time. Then we were going back and forth on time. I said, a panel is fine. I want a contentious topic that people will disagree on. Oh, I have an idea, black fatigue. So this was my idea, but this is what I'm thinking we're talking about. So I come on this panel. How do we make that a question? These topics are doing well. I can pull clips, blah, blah, blah. We do heavy debates every week. Tell me what you want to tackle and we'll make it happen. The main topics, relationships, black fatigue. This is what I'm DM'd from him. And just in case anything you unsend, I have this on the record. And I mean this with all respect, but I don't like being gaslit. I really don't. I don't like being lied about. I don't like it when people say I said things I didn't say or did things I didn't do. I don't like that. And I used to ignore it, but I'm just to the point that it's just, I'm going to defend myself. Okay, so whatever. We go back and forth on the top. I even said we got to talk about why black women keep these fat women. Anyway, so I actually go on the show and this one guy's just over talking everybody. And I'm like, I just can't. If this is how it's going to be moderated, I got to go. He begs me to come back. He begs me. And I say, okay. Okay, that's fine. And this is me after I come back. And this is where we're going to get into the debate. And I'm going to react and I'm going to give you my thoughts. And then I'm going to bring up some panelists. Now, mind you, to be fair, the title was Vivica Fox and 50 Cents. Maybe that was in the email. But I'm thinking, okay, I came on here expecting to talk about black fatigue. That was what I'm here to do. I came in with black fatigue stats. I'm ready to go. Now, mind you, imagine accusing me of race baiting when the topic is black fatigue. How could I even do that? Why, if you can't talk about race, why would you make that the topic? Okay, so all right, we're gonna watch. I think it would be funny to steal their viewers. I do think it would be funny. So you guys should tell them in the chat to come over here and like the video. We got almost 4,000 people watching across platforms.
Dealing with these men. Most women not type of bad men like that, bro. They're not choosing. We choose them. They don't choose.
Question for Pearl, and then Yuri can actually respond, and then we go to the fellas. I see you, CJ. Pearl, do most women know about how these men move out there? Because in my head, it comes Future, Nick Cannon, Cam Newton. Like, usually the guy that has already a track record and women still flock to them. This is a very visible. I don't think this is like the woman will.
No, women know, but we hate that we love them.
That's different.
Like, oh, I love him so much. I hate it. We hate that we love the criminals, the players, the rappers, in this case, the entertainers, the really unstable men we just love. And you could see this because when women are young and hot, that's who we pick. When we're old, ugly. Now, mind you, this girl, she's starting with the disrespect. None of this is called out. Okay, they're not checking this. Which, whatever, I'm kind of walking into the lion's den. You see the face this woman's making? None of this is going to be checked. I'll get checked, but they won't get checked. And you wonder why black women are so bad. It's like the black men never hold them accountable for anything. And if they crash out, then I'm the bad guy. It's like, all right. And used up. I mean, that's when we go for the stable guys. And we do a very good job. Yeah. We do a very good job convincing them we love them. So I don't know if any girl comes in and is like, I love the stable guys. It's like, at 20, did you? Usually not. So that's, and we can't help it to some degree. We cannot help that we are attracted to men that show signs of dominance. I think a lot of us we wish we could turn it off, but we can't. It's just what we're attracted to. We're biologically hardwired to do that. Unfortunately. So
we're biologically hardwired to.
So she's offended, and I would assume it's because she dated a criminal. I'm going to assume. I think there was someone there, because women get offended by this when they're dating the stable guy, and they're like, "Oh, he can't know. He can't know."
Did you say we're biologically hardwired to want chaotic, criminal?
Well, dominant. Yeah, dominant. Because, you got to think of like Ted Bundy. He had women. Yeah, he had women writing him love letters. He impregnated a woman. He impregnated a woman while he was in prison for murdering women. This is a real Luigi Mangione.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a thing that certain women do.
Well, now she's going into the not all women are like that. So I'm saying women like criminals. And by the way, I started with a white example. It was white women that were crushing on Ted Bundy and Luigi Mangione. But I don't like being disingenuous. I don't like when women gaslight and pretend they don't know something. Now, I don't know much about this woman, but I just have a hard time believing that she doesn't know women that have dated criminals. I just don't believe it. And it's because of the stats when it comes to the black community and my personal experience, right? So this isn't just facts, data, and statistics. It's also just what I've experienced, is that black women just tend to go for more thug-like guys. They like the criminals. Black men that I know that date black women, they've had a similar experience. And I'm okay with people having different experiences, but what I don't like is being disingenuous. So, anyways, there's no.
Hold on, Jazz, let her land, and you respond. You going to get the mic? Let her land.
Not every woman does that. There's different levels of dominance. However, we are still attracted to dominant men, and that does come in the form of, if a man can kill someone else, we know he can protect us biologically. So that just is what it is.
So you find you equate dominance with, you find a man that can dominate and harm a woman attractive?
That's one way that men describe it, or that's one way that men do it, and women do select those men. So I try not to apply morality. So she's trying to make it about me. She's like, Pearl, do you like criminals? Do you? And it's so tiring. So I'm trying morality to this, good or bad, it doesn't matter, because women do pick criminals. Criminals are men that have committed a violent crime are actually more likely. They are more likely to reproduce than men that haven't. So she's trying to be a bitch, right? She's being a bitch before I'm being a bitch to her. I like it. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Will they check this? No. She's saying, "Oh, speak for yourself." I don't date criminals. As far as I know, there's no one I've dated that has a criminal record. So it's just, do you know what I mean? I don't know anything about this woman. I didn't make this world. I didn't make women write love letters.
Has that been your experience? Like, are you attracted to criminals?
Well, to be fair, I don't know many criminals. So that hasn't been my experience personally. But sounds like these are setups. They are not debating. They're attacking your character. Well, I mean, I didn't even mind a little bit of a setup, because I did feel like I could cook. I didn't think I would lose this. Is there another super chat I missed, or was it just that one? Black fathers were targeted for destruction, starting with the Great Society. That and crowded ghettos are the main causes of what you see today. When Europeans first arrived in sub-Saharan Africa, there was no structure more permanent than a grass hut, and only plates were in lips. Nothing much has changed. Oh, I didn't even see all these. This is so inauthentic. Your audience fishing. No, I actually think these are the most authentic streams I've done. It's not like this was a topic that I want to cover. I mean, it gives people ammo on me, right? People throw in my face who I like, my ex-boyfriend all the time. Good guy, nothing against him. But people do that. And this just gives people ammo to like make fun of me, right? It makes it uncomfortable sometimes in public. I don't know what people have seen me say or clipped, but I just couldn't not talk about this because this was just the most like this was just a canon moment for me. This was a canon moment. These experiences that I talk about, I never in a million years thought my friends would do this to me, and I can't unsee it now. All right, let me keep going. I mean, I've interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So,
Okay,
especially in the Black community, if we're going to be honest, that's
well, yeah. Well,
that's
and I was going to say,
so I don't know why you're pretending to not know what I'm talking about. You can So now this is what started the whole fight. Now, does it seem like I'm doing this to insult her or attack her? All I want her to do is be intellectually honest and be like, look, because let's say she doesn't know in her personal life Black women that date criminals. Are we going to pretend we're not like you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas that Black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it? Pooh Shiesty, King Von. And I'm not saying, I'm sure white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman, but let's not pretend that's not more common in the Black community than the white. It just is. Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO. She does this on every show she's on. Pearl, what's wrong with the Blacks? And I just don't like dishonesty.
What
you can gaslight these simps, but you can't gaslight me. Chica.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the Black community, but I will say.
Now look, half this panel thinks this is funny.
About the white community.
Oh,
it's a lot of white women that find, men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight that. And so that's the thing. She says stuff about white women and white people. We can handle this. I say, they'll say, but Pearl, let's talk about white issues. We can. Again, I talk about conservative Christians all the time that I would say are primarily white. All the time. But, I actually think I'm nicer to Black people because I'm honest. All these other white people will lie, but they're thinking the same thing. They see the crackheads on the street. I mean, and are there white crackheads? Yeah, but let's be real about the majority here. I would say that's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick, Pearl.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the Black community.
You can't say that.
Now, mind you, he's not offended here. He only gets offended when the women start nagging him. You're gonna see he's not offended in the beginning. He's chill
until she lands. Like I want you to right now. We got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you and why you talking over me while I'm talking if you already interrupted the person. Let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay. It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the Black community, because you're Black, so you would know. Because, like, I don't. The whole panel's laughing. Look, I mean, it's a fair assumption. Look, I think that if people assumed I came from a rich white background or a wealthy, a middle upper class, they would be right. Is it fair to assume that Black people know Black people? And that they see Black culture on TV and in the media. I mean, I think that's a fair assumption. I really do. It's like the same reason you brought up the white community because I'm white. Yeah, and she did the same thing.
I have eyes,
If
you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Now, mind you, these two start crashing out, and instead, this is how monsters are made. because he could option A, check these two, but he won't. They won't. And it's no Ilkin, or I think that's how I say your name. And it's no disrespect for you, but I'm just getting tired of men doing this. Like, be a man. And I hate having to be a woman to say that. It's so out of order. But it's just, you know, it's kind of like the dad that always rewards the bratty sisters. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. You just think, could you punish the one that did the wrong thing?
It's not.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
No,
he was begging me to come on the show.
Hey, friends, we don't need ad libs. Jess can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead.
So like I said,
we were offended. Next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let
No,
Jess
no,
finish,
no,
please. Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Jess,
So like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say,
in particular, yeah.
excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%. Now, again, it's going to completely derail the conversation because she's going to keep saying, why do you keep talking about black people? It's just like, it's again, this is tone policing. Black men have been arrested by the
Can you stop cutting her off?
Hey, one second. Hey, friends, one second. I got you.
She's cutting me off, Eileen.
I got you, Jess. You don't have to ask. I got you.
Sorry.
You all right?
Crashing out. My bad.
Just make some notes, Pearl. Let her finish.
Very
Go
bad.
ahead, Jess.
That's my fault.
It's fine. Go ahead, Jess. Uninterrupted.
It's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that black women are the most prone to violent criminals.
Steal their viewers, guys. Get in their chat. Say, get Pearl back on.